welcome all you young fellas, young and so fine.
Love it.
Seek not your fortune in the dark, dreary mine.
Primarily critical.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Primarily Critical at Movies at an After Party. This would be it.
If you have not seen this film, we suggest that you do so before listening any further.
Because we've got spoilers, trivia, and opinions like crazy. And we can't wait to share them.
Good, bad, new, old, weird, or gross.
We pass judgment on them all.
Today, the meaning of life is a puzzle box. My name is Steve. I'm here with
John
and
Phil.
today we're talking Insurgent.
Insurgent.
This is the
Second movie.
second movie
Two.
to Divergent. Now, there's a whole series. There's a Divergent series. I thought I was going to get into this, you know. So I picked Divergent, the first
Right,
movie, and now I picked Insurgent, the second movie. And quite honestly, I am very happy.
You know what? I am very happy too.
I am as well.
We're
I had
all
more-
happy.
We're happy.
I had more fun with this movie than the first movie.
I
God
did too.
Darn it! If I didn't,
I
have
think
more
the first
fun.
one just helped me lower my expectations a little bit. You know, not that the first one was horrible. I just
Right.
it had some, you know, little few shortcomings which we discussed in the first podcast.
We
you guys
did,
listened
we
to.
did.
You know, and so I wasn't expecting a lot here. Because it's a sequel, and usually, you know, things tend to get a little less good after the first one. But
True.
I felt this one actually did. It brought it up a little bit.
It really did.
Yeah.
See, because the first movie, it was so open-ended, and it brought up so many questions, and it didn't answer anything. And the second movie just kind of, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this feels like a solid ending to the whole series.
I think they should have left it from everything. I now have not watched the third one, but
Guess
from
what you watch next time.
Well, okay, fair enough. From everything I've heard, that's the third one's it was the bomb.
Oh,
okay.
Hey.
It just fit, the whole series just. failed
I
out.
am very much after this movie looking forward to the third movie.
All right.
And you
Very
know
good.
what? Yeah. What more can you ask from a movie? You know,
Yeah.
to hand off to the next one. And yeah, like you said, the sequel to movies is usually not as good.
Yeah.
This one really was. You know what? For me, why? Why was it better?
Yeah, why was it better?
Yeah. Why?
Because we know the characters, of course, more now.
Right.
Yeah.
But you get, you know, always the first movies have to explain what is a divergent, how does she get to this point? So we spend a lot of time with that.
Right.
We have.
We've
to
been
get this
educated, so we were
we've been
educated viewers
We're off the
coming
ground
in.
running.
Yeah.
It just the movie gets going and it just goes right.
It just goes.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's entertaining and it was just really engaging, right? It's
Yeah.
engaging and yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Now, I have some issues.
Oh,
Now, what's her, the lady bad guy, Janine. Janine is
Kate Winslet, right? Yes,
yeah,
correct.
she's she wants to open this box, and I know right from the get-go
Yes.
that this isn't going to work out the way she wants.
And why did she think this was going to work
I
out?
don't know. There was no motive.
There was no explanation of that. She seemed to think it would wield her some power.
It did.
But everything that kind of, it was like a divergent needed to open it, is needed to open it. Doesn't
Yeah.
that say something in itself?
Yeah,
You know?
I know. And she's supposed to be erudite, which is supposed to be the smart ones, right?
Yeah.
And
A little stupid for the smart one.
A little stupid, Phil. It's a little stupid.
It's a little stupid.
A little bit. She was a cold-hearted.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
not going to say it, but
Well, we've never held us back here before, so.
well, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Okay, right.
She just didn't give a shit. She didn't give a shit
Speak
about
for yourself, John.
anybody.
Okay.
And you know what? She's just over the top kind of evil to me, like a little.
You think she was over the top evil?
Well, of course she was, right? And
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, of course she would want.
She was that
to do
Iron
that.
Lady cold bitch that wants
Yeah,
to.
well, you said
know-
it.
Well, of course I was going to say it.
She just wanted to control and have the answers at any cost. She was obsessed with it.
Yes.
And if once she got the answers, she wanted to bury it and just like, oh crap, this is not good. And by then she was fucked anyways.
Yeah.
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 fucked.
She went down.
She went down. Okay, do you think she's dead at the end? Let's just get right to it. Spoiler, I don't give a crap.
I suspect she's dead.
Because the end of the end of the movie is literally a gun to the back of her head from what the leader of the factionalist, right? That's
That lady kind of came out of nowhere.
the mother of
Forrest's mom.
Yeah, Forrest's mom.
Forrest's mom, yeah.
Basically, we're led to believe that Janine is dead because she's shot in the back of the head, and that's how the movie ends. And
I mean, I kind of hope they keep her dead. It's a little dumb if she comes back. I mean, you know.
how? Yeah. Unless they had some kind of agreement, but I think she's dead. I think she's dead. But you know, that makes me really want to watch the third movie and like, what happens, right?
Yeah.
How do you? Because they go beyond the walls, and that was another weird point to me. They never tried to go beyond the walls. They never questioned.
They never even
How
thought
did we
about
get
it,
to this point where they felt, can't go beyond the walls?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
It's a super spoiler alert. At some point near closer to the end, we find out that Chicago is actually, rather than being surrounded by a wall, they're actually inside of a cage.
Experiment.
Which is a nice, like, very relevant for the time.
Yeah.
I
Well,
like
no,
that.
but they were
I like
trapped
that
in their
spin.
side there, right?
I like that twist. Didn't you like that
But they
twist?
Yeah.
This was Chicago, right? And
Yeah.
and we thought, well, what's going on beyond the world? I always want to know what's going beyond the wall.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm looking forward to the third movie. It's going to be interesting.
Well,
But what are your thought? What's your?
Well, I mean, I don't quite understand the wall. They don't really explain the wall,
No, they
unless I'm
didn't.
forgetting something.
Yeah.
But it seemed like at the end they show the door opening,
Yeah.
right? And so it's like they finally can get through, but who controlled that door? We don't really know that.
but
you know,
there's no backstory. But hopefully in the third, right? we're
Yeah.
gonna get more answers.
And the wall itself actually looks like just a bunch of scaffolding.
Yeah, it really does.
It looks like desert
know,
beyond,
yeah.
right? It looks like
Like there's big satellites in there. And I'm thinking about force fields and stuff like that because they
So-
do have super tech.
You know, the more we talk about this movie, the stupider it's getting.
You know, if we had just left it, we'd have just not talked about
We were all happy, and now look.
it. Now we're all shitting about the
Oh,
movie.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's stick to talking about this movie
But sure.
because we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yes.
But I have no notes. But let me think. I don't know if I like Kate Winslet's acting.
Acting.
Do you care about the acting in this
I thought her
movie?
acting was fine. I
think
thought
it
she
was
played
fine.
the cold
It
bitch
felt-
very well.
it
She
felt-
did well. Yeah, I was happy.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. She kind of felt like too evil, like the evil character in a movie.
Well, she's like
no compassion, no heart, just so cold.
she's like Cruella DeVille. You know.
Yeah.
She's
Well,
okay.
I mean, you know, you like your women warmer. I mean, I do too.
Maybe she was too cold, right? Too,
Yeah.
too. But otherwise, I mean, Trish.
Tris.
You know what?
Yeah,
Like
like
I got
Trisket.
this. I got the first movie, Divergent, mixed up with. Don't interrupt me.
Sorry.
Divergent mixed up with Hunger Games, mixed up with Twilight, and then the whole that kind of thing.
There
But
was no supernatural element, and I've never seen Hunger Games, so
Okay.
and this came out around the same time.
yeah, but you know what? This movie, the second movie, made me more of a fan of this ensemble. Like it's far more interesting than the other movies, and I wasn't expecting that. I think I watched the first movie years ago when it came out, Divergent, and just thought, and I didn't care about the sequel, and I feel.
Oh, so you'd watched Divergent years ago?
Yeah, I did, and then I rewatched it for our review.
Yeah.
But then the Hunger Games got more of the attention,
Right.
And I think I'm starting to like this series better.
Well,
So
you-
we'll see what happens.
You know, honestly, when Hunger Games came out and the Divergent series came out, they were both kind of side by side, and I looked at Hunger Games and I saw a bow and arrow, and I saw games, you know, and I look over here and I see guns, and I felt like the Divergent series was like maybe a bit more serious and probably overshadowed by the goofiness of Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Hey, I was drawing conclusions, all these conclusions in my head, and I don't know.
I like the connection that Earth. It's Earth. That something happened to Earth. war, whatever, and we got Chicago, and now we know more about why Chicago is what happened. It's a test area. So that's what's interesting, really interesting. Hunger Games is kind of disconnected. It was just, but they're similar movies, post-apocalyptic kind of scenarios. I still have a little hard time wrapping my head around the whole separations, factions on this movie. Like you're just truth.
I know.
I don't believe a human could be that way. And now they're telling us being divergent is the best way.
Yes.
Right.
So after all this, we come back to being.
I mean, we should. After watching the first movie, I think we had this discussion. It seems like it's a little weird that you're going to define people in these categories, because really we all know that a human being possesses something from all of these categories. That's kind of what makes up a human being, right? So,
the whole full circle is that you should be a divergent, because there were many things.
But I mean, do you see? Are they trying to draw parallels to our society in this movie? Like, are they trying to say, we've got our different groups. We've got black people. We've got white people. We've got women. We've got gay people. We've got all these different groups, right? And are they trying to say that you need, maybe somebody that possesses them all?
No,
Michael Jackson? No. He's the only one that's come close to possessing all those. But
I'm thinking it's a bit more basic than that. Yeah. They're trying to tell kids they're gonna put you in a box and you need to escape because you're better than that. Right. That's yeah. So fight the man, damn the man.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Okay. Did they ever tell us? Maybe I missed it. What year are we talking about? What time in our current
well, I'm assuming future. I mean, it certainly didn't happen in the past.
Because I ask you this, I ask because it's very futuristic in the movie, where they have technology. It's like holographic monitors, and they got very, very good like virtual reality drugs or machines that can make you do these trippy things for her test, right? So it must be like 2050 beyond or something.
Sure.
I would think.
I would think so.
And the world had a war, and then they stopped. They froze kind of at that level. But we don't know. And of course, wait for the third. But what I'm saying is that they were very techy. The people had the tech power. Yeah. And then they had the lowly farmers and stuff.
Yeah.
So, what am I saying? Basically, it's high-tech kind of world. The people that have the power, of course, they had this divergent cube thing, and what was that device? You had to unlock it, right?
Yeah, it was a puzzle box. Puzzle box. And you had to enter these simulations for each faction, and it had to be one person. And if they got through all the simulations,
so it's very high-tech stuff.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. I mean, okay, so you got this puzzle box, and really, at the end of the day, what's inside this puzzle box is just a little video.
Yeah.
Right? A little video.
And it invites them out to the rest of the world.
So if it's just a little video, someone could have just smashed that thing open and took that micro SD card, stuck it in a computer, and got that image off.
You don't know that.
All this, you make someone go through all these things about to get this little video of a little message that really the people in charge could say, yeah, no, that's bull. It's just a video, and toss it and never mind, right? But suddenly this is like, it's the truth. It's the truth. Because it came out of a puzzle box.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Right.
They have to believe the word.
I don't know.
You just gotta go with it, man. You just gotta go with the whole.
What's the equivalent in our, like a Cracker Jack box? In our world, it's the truth. It came out of the bottom of a Cracker Jack box.
It has to be the truth. If a puzzle told me to do it, then I better do it.
Have fun with it.
But it's
always funny.
I dated myself, didn't I? But Kinder Surprise.
To your point, they just start broadcasting this video, and everybody's like stops in their tracks. Oh yeah, that's what we got to do now.
Like, okay, outside the wall.
Did you?
Who would have thought of that?
Yeah, it's that simple, and that literally.
I never crossed it. All their coffee table conversation. Nobody thought about talking about outside the wall until they got this little video.
There's always some dumb mother, that's gonna go. I'm going outside the wall, Bob.
They're always talking about seeing lights beyond the wall and stuff.
There's what?
I have a question.
Okay, sorry. We're
wildly off topic.
So Triss is in the simulations to unlock the box. She we start off where she has to rescue her mother in her floating house,
Right.
and that is the dauntless task.
Yes.
She succeeds.
Yes.
Dauntless side lights up. Then she gets rescued by Four. And she tells him, I am so sorry I left without talking to you. And she passes Candor. Candor thing lights up.
Yeah.
And then, because she refuses to fight Janine, she gets the amnesty for being peaceful.
Right.
And
A little lame. I thought that was a little lame. but
It was
go on.
it was totally lame.
It was very lame.
Totally lame.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, she forgives herself.
Yeah.
She's fighting herself. She forgives herself, and that's abnegation. I missed when she passed the erudite.
And what's Erudite's
Smart. Smart.
It was really early on, I think, where she was like, Janine says, "You're very smart," and she passes it because she did something that was also involved with the task.
Oh yeah,
Something in there.
I totally missed it.
happened
Yeah, I missed
quick.
it too.
And I know what you're saying. Some of them were lame, but I like that.
It was
The
probably
whole-
so smart. It went right over our head.
Yeah,
That's right.
you
Yeah.
just-
I'm obviously dumb.
Yeah, I didn't take notes, but I know what you're saying. But
I understood all the groups, but that smart one.
that
Ooh.
section was good. I mean, that section was good. I saw the whole boyfriend.
Yeah.
That was like the simulation. But I like that area of the movie. It was fun. It was good.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's cool. She's a good action hero. For this
I thought
movie.
she did great. I
And
thought
she
did
continued
really
her character. She cut her hair. Oh heavens! That was like why? Oh whatever. I mean, she had to do
I think
it.
I have something about that in the trivia.
Yeah. Okay, we'll save it for trivia.
We'll save
then.
it for trivia. Save it for trivia. There's super tech in this movie, but they also build in the ruins of Chicago, and these buildings keep threatening to fall down. They have beautiful shots. Beautiful shot. The camera goes through the city on more than one occasion, and it's just gorgeous. Somebody poured their heart out onto that.
Yeah.
On the sets, the scenes, and stuff.
I like that about it. You had the super tech. I think I was talking about that earlier. You have super tech and you have the low tech. Low tech meaning the buildings are falling apart. Everything is falling around them. Things are overgrown and stuff. There's no water in the Chicago river, rivers around the city. It's interesting. It's a very visual, cool-looking dystopia of a post-apocalyptic
very
world.
interesting, yeah.
And yeah.
You were going somewhere with this, weren't you?
Not really.
Okay.
I just think it's. Is it reasonable to build new homes beneath the crumbling ruins of Chicago? Aren't they worried the buildings are going to fall on them? Question mark.
Well, good
No,
point.
that's a valid point.
Hey,
That's a valid point.
good point, because now we don't know, because this was a simulation, this was a test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows what we're in for? Maybe
Yeah,
they
who
just
knows?
left them with the piles and the rubble of the society. That's all they know.
Yeah.
So
I might have already asked this question in the previous Divergent video we did, but it's been a spell. It's been a spell. I couldn't remember whether I asked it or not. But yeah, you see a lot more of the city in this movie, and man, it's just gorgeous. It really sets the scene. Should we get into trivia?
yeah,
Sure, man.
All right. According to Miles Teller, that would be Peter.
Peter.
Miles. According to Miles Teller, it's actually Miles Teller. He's playing Peter. 90% of his scenes, he's bleeding because Triss hit him.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's awful.
Well, not really. It's just his character is bleeding because that
Oh.
hurt character.
Oh, it didn't really happen.
It didn't really
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's constantly bleeding, and
Yeah.
he's a flaky dude, man.
In the movie,
he starts off with them, and then he goes
Yeah,
without.
he's back and forth. Now he's back with them. He's on side with them. That was
Oh,
interesting.
no. He was always on side with him. He did all that stuff deliberately, trying to get a different path into. Yeah.
Not when they were in the pacifists.
No, that's exactly what he did. He wanted to go. He said, "Hey, there they are. There they go." So right away, he's knowing they're coming. They're going to get me, but I'm on their side. That's it. That was his play in.
You think you
Absolutely.
played it all the way?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
I bought it. I totally bought it.
No. Well, that's, you know what? Because this is how smart my wife is. She said that right when he was doing that.
Oh,
She says, I think
God.
he's doing that because he's trying to get in.
I don't know.
Every episode,
And
we find
still-
out that your wife is smarter
Hey,
than all
hey,
of us.
I know, right?
I don't trust the dude. We'll see what happens in the third movie.
Well-
He's gonna do some shit in the third movie. We'll see.
No. That was all orchestrated because he was,
We'll find out next movie. But hey, next piece of trivia. I'll take the next.
Sure.
After cutting her hair for the role of Hazel Grace Lancaster for The Fault in Our Stars, Shailene Woodley decided she did not want to wear a wig for Insurgent. In the book, Triss
Yeah.
does cut her hair, but not as short as seen in the movie. Okay, cool.
okay.
I don't know.
Cool. So
Does that matter?
she's doing 2 movies at the same time, and they just managed to work it into the script, and it
Yeah.
worked all right.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it was just a
Yeah.
little shorter than the book.
I
Big
think
deal.
If you're gonna do an action movie, you probably want shorter hair anyways, because the hair's gonna get in the way of
Sure.
your
It's,
action.
it's fun how that sometimes works out because actually, me, Greg, and Christian were doing Atomic Blonde, and in that movie, I can't remember the actor's name, but anyway, he broke his hand in the previous movie.
Oh,
So
okay.
In Atomic Blonde, he has a cast.
They had to write that in.
They had to write it. Well,
Yeah.
they did. I don't know if they had to, but they decided to.
Sure.
Yeah,
Work with what you got, right?
for sure.
Nice. Okay, the character of Caleb, this is the brother, as I asked before the podcast started,
Yeah.
but has a very unorthodox style of running in the movie, particularly near the start. This was a choice made by actor Ansel Elgort, who stated that Shailene Woodley and Theo James are superheroes. Caleb is not. Caleb represents the intellectual side, the guy who isn't physical. And I wanted to make sure that was on screen. I wanted to make sure that made sense. So,
Yeah.
God bless him.
or he's just covered the fact that he's a horrible, weird-looking runner.
Well, yeah, that
he's
maybe,
trying to-
No,
maybe
that makes sense.
coming off as a genius.
They're not about physicality. They're not about
Sure, it does,
getting
yeah.
physical and running and being athletic.
Sure.
Let's talk about Caleb. He that was an interesting twist. He went over to the dark side, if we will.
I felt that was really. I actually wanted to
Didn't-
criticize that. I felt like that was really.
Out of character. You think he was going to come back
It wasn't.
and do something?
It,
to
it
help?
was. It just didn't fit. It didn't. It wasn't developed enough. His
Yeah.
just flipping 180, where not only has he gone back to erudite, but he's like now right with Janine.
He drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, like, and he suddenly looks like her right
then
hand
As the
henchman.
movie,
Yeah, it's just.
yeah.
It's just odd.
And as
we
the,
don't really know him or his motives at all.
No.
It's really a big question mark.
yeah.
and as it stands, he's arrested and he's still alive. So they're going to probably deal with that in the next movie. But that was cold.
They're going to deal with it?
Oh, but the movie has shown that they dealt with it.
Like the mob.
They dealt with
deals
it.
with things.
Like there's the scene where they shoot Eric J. Courtney, the actor J. Courtney. That was kind of like I didn't expect that. That was kind of cool. Floor shoots him.
Oh, he was
So-
an asshole.
I know, but you know it's unpredictable, which is like what I liked about the movie. You can get capped. People get capped
Oh,
in the back of the head at
He
the
was
end
a
of the movie.
dangerous dude who was constantly trying to murder them, and I
Yeah.
don't think
Yeah, he was asking to get
he was asking.
Well,
me
I
to
know,
get,
but so did
pop a cap in his ass.
Pop a cap.
Yeah.
Who's got the next piece here?
I do.
Trivia?
Unlike the first film, Insurgent was a very loose adaptation of the Veronica Roth novel, which contains a vastly different plot. Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
So they changed it for the movie a lot.
They changed it for the movie a lot.
Wow.
And
I'm not aware of the books, so I don't really have a comment
can't
on it.
comment on the books.
But you have to do things for movies to make them, work for a 2-hour movie, right?
Sure.
Certain things have to get done.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would hope that it worked out. I'm sure the people that read the books are pissed off as usual. People.
Well,
just,
sure.
and
sure,
I-
yeah.
I don't
A
know.
movie's always a letdown from the book because it's just you can't put people's thoughts on
Exactly,
visually.
and there's a lot of
so-
content to squish into a 2-hour
Yeah,
movie, and
that's
you just
right.
gotta, Yeah. Who's got the next piece of trivia, or you want?
There's no more trivia.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Oh, we're out of trivia.
We're out of trivia, and then is that Insurgent, gentlemen?
I guess so.
I think so, yeah.
Because we're gonna probably jump into the last movie because why the hell not?
Yeah.
But not immediately. I think next week, Monday at noon. What are we covering? We're covering Dolomite Is My Name.
Ooh.
This pick was made by Phil, right? To my left, your right. This guy right here. Why did you pick it? No spoilers. Why did you pick it?
No spoilers. It's comedy, and I think we need to do more reviews on comedies. That's one part of it. Yeah, and Eddie Murphy, man, it's cool. It's good. You know, I want to see what
Right on, man.
Eddie Murphy's up to.
I can't wait. I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah.
Next week, Monday at noon. Be sure to check out primarythecritical.com.
Or we'll shove a cap up your ass. No, you cap his ass? I don't know.
Pop a cap
Oh, sorry.
in your ass. Yeah.
Primarily